What's up, good people? It's your boy, Leroy McKenzie Jr. with the Tuesday tips from the lab. I'm going to invite a couple people real quick for y'all. Because this week we are focusing on commitment. How committed are you, or what are you committed to? So we're going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to give you 3 things this afternoon for you to think about for this week, so that you can get your week in order. Or hopefully you have your week in order, and just to give you some things to think about as you're going through your week this week, so that you can actually assist you in getting some things accomplished here this week. So we're going to talk about, like I said, this week we're going to be focused on, I'm going to ask you this question: what are you committed to? That's my question. What are you committed to this week? What are you committed to doing, to building? What are you committed to doing this week when it comes to your business, your brand, your business and your brand? And I'm going to give you these 3 things today to think about for this week. This week, what are you, what's how are you committed to your vision? Are you committed to building? And then are you committed to your purpose? I'm going to say that again. Are you committed to your business? Are you committed to are you committed to your vision? Are you committed to build? What are you committed to building? And then are you committed to pursuing? What are you committed to pursuing this week? What are you pursuing this week? So hopefully this will give you some focus this week. And here's how I want you to look at it. Your vision actually is what you see. What is it that you see for yourself this week? What are those things that you see for yourself accomplishing this week that you want to be able to, by the end of this week, say, I did that? What do you see? That's your vision. What are the things that you see? What do you see accomplishing this week for yourself? Because you got to see it before anything else. It has to be a thought. That thought is your vision. What is the thought that you have for what it is that you need to do this week? I know it's Tuesday. It's your Tuesday tips, Tuesday tips. So hopefully you'll be able to think about that. First is, what's your vision? And what are you seeing? What do you see for yourself? The second thing is building. What are you building, and how are you building it? That goes into what you're playing. That's what I call what's your black print. No good in having a vision and you not have a way to be able to accomplish it. You know how you sit in your car and you either use your phone's MapQuest, or you use your navigating system in your car. When you know where you're going, which is your vision, you have to have a means to be able to get there. So that's what your navigation system is. So what's your navigation system for this week? What are you building this week? But then how are you planning to build it? There's no building that you can see or structure that goes up without it actually being planned out, mapped out first. That's what your architects do. Your architect will sit and design how the vision that you have is going to be built. So how are you doing that this week? What are you doing to build your vision this week? How are you building your vision this week? You should have a plan for how you're going to accomplish what it is that you want to build and what you want to have accomplished by the end of this week. So the second thing that you're doing is you got a plan. Give yourself some structure. You know that on each day this week, there should be things that you're doing in order to be able to get you where you want to be by the end of this week. So what are you building, and how are you building? What are you building, and how are you building? What's up, Big Bruce? So that's the second thing. The third thing, what are you pursuing? What are you pursuing? And your pursuit is nothing more than what are you doing? How are you implementing what it is that you just planned? What you just said that you were going to build. You're seeing the vision, you have the vision, you have your plan, what you're building. You know what it is that you want to build, and now you have to go about how you're going to build it. What are you pursuing? How are you pursuing it? are you implementing? What action steps are you actually doing in order to be able to move forward each day, each hour this week? Yesterday was Monday. What did you do yesterday? What action did you take yesterday to get you to where you want to be by the end of this week? What action steps have you taken today? It's 4:30 today on Tuesday. What action steps have you taken today? Or are you going to take today in order to be able to get you where you want to be by the end of this week? That's what pursuit is. That's what pursuing is. Pursuing is action. Pursuing is doing. Pursuing is knowing where it is that you want to be and doing those things in order to be able to get there. I remember watching one of the videos or interviews of Kobe Bryant, and he was talking about his workout, and it was funny because he had guys that wanted to work out with him. Because they wanted to learn from him and what he do, and it was one of the NBA players that he had met, talked to or whatever, and he told Kobe he wanted to work out with him. Kobe was like, sure, fine, and he said, meet me at 3:00. So the dude, the dude went, and it was like 3 p.m. afternoon, and the guy is, I guess he shows up where he thinks that Kobe is talking about them being and everything like that at 3:00, and so he calls up Kobe. Kobe says he calls him up, and he's like, "Man, it's 3:00. What's up?" He's like, "No," he said, "I didn't mean 3:00 in the afternoon." He said, I meant 3:00 in the morning, 3 a.m. Because Kobe he had a work regiment. 3 a.m. he was doing this. By 6 a.m. he was doing this. By 8 a.m. he was doing this. By 12 o'clock he was doing this. By 2 o'clock he was doing this. By 6 o'clock he was doing this. He had a regiment for what he was doing and what he was pursuing. He had a vision of where he wanted to be. He had a plan, building what he knew he was building, and then he had a purpose, which was the action that he had. His action was 3:00 in the morning was when I have this particular workout session. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This was when I worked out. It's not according to your schedule. It's according to my schedule and my purpose and what I was doing. You say you want to be able to learn from me. Well, this is when you will get the opportunity to learn from me. And you have to be committed to what it is that you say you're committed to in order to be able to get there. So how committed are you? How committed are you to your vision? How committed are you to building and planning? And then how committed are you to pursuing what it is that you want this week? And this will continue, but I want to get you in the flow of it, because one of the things that I've learned, and especially when it comes to training, when it comes to building habits and building lifestyles, is you take it week by week, because as all of us knows, it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So getting you in the habit of doing these things on a weekly basis is what will get you to where it is that you want to be. Taking it day by day, week by week, will get you to where it is that you want to be. With you personally, with your business, with your brand and building your brand, it has to be a consistent thing that you're doing. So this week, being committed to your vision, being committed to building, being committed to pursuing. Those are the things that you want to do in order to be able to get you to where it is that you want to be by the end of this week. So that's your assignment. First, saying where you want to be by the end of this week. Then you say, what's my vision? That's your vision for this week. So your assignment is discovering your vision, understanding your vision, seeing your vision, building your vision. How are you going to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish? What are the steps that you need to do? That's your planning. Understanding what you need to do. It's just like a trainer giving you what you need to do in order to be able to get you to where the weight that you want to be. And then pursuing is actually putting into action what you've actually planned, what you've planned out. Implementing your black print. So that's how you do that. That will show you how committed you are this week. Because if you're committed to it, then you'll do those things in order to be able to get you to where it is that you want to be. That's what those who are great, they do. They have a vision, they have a plan, and they pursue or implement that plan. I'm going to say that again. Those who are great in whatever it is that they do, whatever industry that it is, I promise you, if you look at those three things, those three characteristics of them and things that they do, they have a vision, they have a plan, and they implement or pursue that plan. So, that's my Tuesday tip for you all. As I always say, it's 2020, y'all. We're halfway through. We're 6 months in. Take a look at where you are take a look at where you are this week to see the halfway point, to see are you where you want to be halfway through this year. Look at your vision, look at your plan, and look at your implementation. Those are three things that will show you how you need to get to where you want to be, not only for this week, but for the next 6 weeks. For the next 6 months that we have in this year. Because 2020 has come in strong, y'all. And we've got to come in even stronger to go back at it. And the only way that you do that is by having a vision, by building the vision, and then implementing the vision. Getting to where you want to be. How committed are you? 2020, move with fast and furious, move with purpose and passion. And as I always say, chase the impact. Because when you chase the impact, you change the world. Let's change the world, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.